Hi, I'm Marci Chavalas, and it's story time. Today's story is called Little People, Big Dreams, Florence Nightingale. And I know you're going to love it just like I have. This story is about a very famous nurse from a long time ago. Let's read and find out more about her amazing life. This story is written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vergara. Long ago, there was a wealthy British girl named after the Italian city where she was born, Florence. Her parents soon realized that their little daughter had not just a brilliant mind, but the kindest heart in the world. Oh, that's wonderful. They noticed that their daughter was very kind. Are you kind like she is? Look at how she's helping the little owl. Her father was a man ahead of his time and gave his daughters the finest education. Now, this was really important because at the time, some people did not believe it was a great idea to teach girls how to read. And that is totally not cool at all. Everyone should have the opportunity to have an education, but her dad was special. He thought, you know what? My girls are going to have the best education possible. Well done, Dad. He took them on long tours around Europe. Every time they arrived at a new city, Florence was fascinated to see the hospitals there. Well, that's really interesting. Instead of looking at the flowers or maybe her favorite museum, she liked the hospitals. Very interesting. Even at a young age, you can tell she's got interests that other people didn't have. Maybe you're the same. There's something that stands out that's a little bit different about you. When you go somewhere, something pulls at your heart just like hospitals pulled at Florence's. Pay close attention to that because that could be a key to what you've been designed to do. Florence grew to become an extraordinary young lady who felt happier visiting the sick and the poor in her village than attending a fancy dance to look for a husband. She soon realized that taking care of others was her calling. Look at that. She's different than her friends. They're all about going to parties, and she loved taking care of people who are sick. She's walking out her gifts. When Florence told her family that she wanted to be a nurse, everyone disagreed. At that time, not even poor widows would want to work in a hospital. All that was expected from her was to get married and live a comfortable life forever after. Now, she was doing something that other people hadn't done. She's the first. Her expectations were that she get married, and that's about it. But she wanted to help. So even though some people might not agree with what's happening or what you're excited about, that doesn't mean that you still shouldn't do it. Like Florence has a heart for helping people, and she's going to still help people even though other people don't think it's a great idea. But that wasn't Florence's plan. She kept studying in secret. When she was old enough, she went to Germany where she learned all about nursing from Pastor Theodore and his committed team. She kept a note of every single discovery. She's working hard to learn how to take care of people. Back in London, Florence took a job as a head nurse at a hospital for women. In a few weeks, she showed that being in charge was not just about giving your best, but about helping everyone else do the same. Wow, what a great lesson. We do our best for ourselves, but you know what? Helping everyone else do their best just makes life better for everyone. What a way to be a leader, Florence. Oh, I see somebody's looking very concerned. I wonder what's going on in this picture. I see soldiers too. A horrible war broke out in the Black Sea, and thousands of young soldiers were sent to fight far away from home. It wasn't long until terrible news arrived. The army hospitals were full of injured men who needed urgent help. Oh no, there's a bunch of hurt people. Wonder what's going to happen next. What do you think? Should Florence go to some balls and parties and hang out with her friends? Or do you think she's going to go help the sick and injured soldiers? I think she's going to go help the sick and injured soldiers. I think that would be the thing that would help more people the most. Without hesitation, Florence organized a group of 38 volunteer nurses. Wow! I thought Florence was just going to go and volunteer herself and help by herself, but she inspired other people to go. She brought 38 other people to help her. What a difference I bet that will make. It included 15 brave nuns and her Aunt May. With just a few days' notice, they sailed away to Constantinople, ready to assist the soldiers. Patience, diligence, and kindness. Nothing had prepared Florence and her nurses for what they found. That hospital was the darkest and dirtiest place they'd ever been to. It was in such terrible condition that instead of getting better, injured soldiers were getting ill. It's not a very good hospital if they're making people more sick than when they came in. Oh, not at all. I wonder what Florence and her friends are going to do. What would you do if you got to a hospital that was making people worse because it was so yucky and dirty? Let's be problem solvers. Let's think about that. The hospital's dirty and people are getting more sick. Maybe they should clean it up. Let's see what happens next. Good readers make predictions just like we're making a prediction, and they read to figure out what's next. Florence started by telling all doctors to wash their hands before assisting a patient. Ding! That's a great idea. We need clean hands. She asked the healthiest people to scrub the hospital from floor to ceiling. Great job, Florence. Absolutely. We need to get this place clean. Her recipe of fresh air, sunlight, healthy food, and clean linens did the rest. Oh man, this looks totally different than it did before. Ew! I bet that's going to make a huge difference for those soldiers. Thousands, everybody say thousands. Thousands of men were saved thanks to Florence. They called her the Lady of the Lamp, and back home, everyone was waiting to meet her, even Queen Victoria. She rewarded Florence with a precious brooch and a big amount of money. Well done, Florence. Wow. I'm also thinking here, man, I wonder if we got our ideas for keeping hospitals nice and clean and people washing their hands from some of the work that Florence has done. I would hate to go to a doctor's office or a hospital where it was dirty and yucky and nobody washed their hands. That would make me more sick. Florence used every single penny to open a hospital and a training school for future nurses. Wow! She didn't go use her money to go buy a cool car or some cool clothes or go on a vacation. She used her money to help even more people. That is so noble. You can tell she's very passionate about what she's doing. She also wrote a book for those who wanted to learn the secrets of her profession, turning nursing into a job that was respected. And every May, for little Florence's birthday, the whole world celebrates International Nurses Day, a date to honor the mother of modern nursing and all the work of all the brave nurses shining a light on us all. Happy International Nurses Day. Now, as you notice, I was reading, I said International Women's Day. Sometimes you might read and notice that you made a mistake. Good readers, go back and correct their mistakes and keep on reading. That's what makes a good reader. Happy International Nurses Day. That's awesome. We're so thankful for the nurses that take care of us. Here are some real pictures of Florence Nightingale. This is a timeline of her life. There's so much more information. You can pause the video and take a look at that. If you enjoy this story and you would like more people to hear this amazing story, go ahead and click the like button right now and share this book with someone else. If you would like to see the next book that I come out with, go ahead and click the subscribe button right now so that you won't miss out on any of the other books that I come out with. Thank you so much for reading with me. Have a great day. Bye.